The notion that the mainstream media is working with scientists to lie to Christians is a complex and multifaceted issue. At its core, this idea suggests that there is a concerted effort to deceive and manipulate Christians, undermining their faith and values. To understand this phenomenon, it is essential to examine the relationships between the media, science, and Christianity. In recent years, there has been a significant increase in the coverage of scientific discoveries and advancements in the mainstream media. This has led to a greater awareness and understanding of the natural world, as well as potential benefits and risks associated with scientific progress. However, some Christians have expressed concerns that the media's portrayal of science is often biased against their faith, promoting a secular and materialistic worldview that contradicts their beliefs. One area where this perceived bias is most evident is in the coverage of evolutionary theory. The media often presents evolution as a proven fact, with little attention given to the theological implications or alternative perspectives. This can be seen as an attempt to undermine the biblical account of creation, which is a fundamental aspect of the Christian faith. By promoting evolution as the only viable explanation for the origins of life, the media may be seen as working to erode the credibility of Christian teachings. Furthermore, the media's emphasis on scientific consensus can be misleading, as it often implies that there is no room for dissent or debate. This can be particularly problematic for Christians, who may feel that their beliefs are being dismissed or marginalized. The media's reluctance to engage with creationist or intelligent design perspectives can be seen as a form of censorship, reinforcing the notion that science and faith are mutually exclusive. Another factor contributing to the perception that the media is working with scientists to lie to Christians is the lack of representation of Christian voices in scientific discourse. The media often features scientists and experts who are secular or atheist, while Christian scientists and theologians are underrepresented or excluded from the conversation. This can create an imbalance where the perspectives of Christians are not adequately represented, and their concerns are not being addressed. The collaboration between the media and scientists can also be seen as a means of promoting a particular ideology or worldview. By working together, they can shape public opinion and influence cultural narratives, often to the detriment of Christian values. This can be achieved through the selective presentation of facts, the manipulation of data, or the use of emotive language to sway public opinion. However, it is essential to recognize that not all scientists or media outlets are engaged in a conspiracy to deceive Christians. Many scientists are Christians themselves, and they see no contradiction between their faith and their work. Similarly, some media outlets try to provide balanced and accurate coverage of scientific issues, acknowledging the complexities and nuances of the relationships between science and faith. In conclusion, the idea that the mainstream media is working with scientists to lie to Christians is a complex and multifaceted issue. While there are certainly instances where the media's coverage of science can be seen as biased against Christian perspectives, it is essential to approach this topic with nuance and balance. By recognizing the diversity of perspectives within both the scientific and Christian communities, we can work towards a more informed and respectful dialogue, one that acknowledges the complexities and challenges of the relationships between science, faith, and the media. Ultimately, this requires a willingness to engage with diverse perspectives, to listen to and learn from one another, and to seek a deeper understanding of the issues at hand.